I just bought it again.
Yeah, that 2K. Yeah, I'm trying to get that too. I'm trying to find it for discount. I'm trying to find 2K for $30, so if I find it for $30, I'll buy it. Like right away. It's just like right now, I don't want to spend $60 on a game. This game's not $60. This game's only like $20, right? This one. Yeah. I don't know. I'll go look. Yeah. I do see quite a bit of new people. Let's see if anybody's. Hey, we got a new person right now. And Tristram. Tristram is what I've seen a lot of. Family I've seen on a lot. You should message Draco Daniel, the Discord, and tell him you're the admin and all that stuff, all that good stuff. You know, it's. I mean, I tried to get some of that this morning, and instead I'm on Conan.
So damn, this time it's on the map where it says it's at. Damn. That could just be tricky.
I can't believe that thing moves around, dude. So they vaulted a bunch of weapons.
Yeah, I know they vaulted a good bit of weapons.
They vaulted a bunch of weapons, even weapons that are used. They vaulted some used weapons.
Yeah, they vaulted the Tommy gun.
Yeah.
They vaulted the little pistol.
Yeah, so I don't like that they vaulted the Tommy gun, but I understand why. It's because people were using it without skill.
And they got the new scar, the silent scar and all that shit like that.
I don't think that should be the reason that they got rid of the thing. If that's the case, I'm finding like stray foundations. Yeah, when I'm almost there. I'm not an admin. Yeah, I think so too. But see, the thing is I don't want to do all the admin stuff. I just want to be helpful. I want, when someone has questions and problems and shit, like, you can hit me up and be like, hey, like, if you like, I can answer your questions and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I can answer questions. I can do a little bit of base demoing, but like, I'm not gonna do it like that much. Although to be honest, with my castle being kind of the done amount that it is, I probably could. I probably should. I should probably make like a separate account, like an alternate account, and have that as being an admin, and then log in on that to like build like structures or some shit like that, like public structures and whatnot. Because I was gonna have my friend I've got one friend who's got 2 accounts in my tribe right now, and I was gonna tell him to make one of them the Central Jungle Construction Company, you know, basically, and like make a tribe like that, and he can be the leader or whatever. But it's not really a tribe. All it is public building. Anybody who's in our little Central Jungle, you know, Senate or whatever, if they want to build, you know, if they want to help build onto this town that we're about to start, they can just come over and do that. They just join the tribe, and then they can, you know, land claim. It'll make stuff all close by. They won't get raided that much. Shouldn't get raided that much. Right.
Hell yeah. Hey, Shit, if you jump on the little later, just hit me up, bro.
Alright, man. I probably will.
Alright, yeah. Alright, glitch. Glitch. Alright.
I like me some Fortnite. Oh yeah, that's that was Ashen one. He built that before he was a part of my tribe, and then damn, I don't have a hatchet or a cleaver, or I would take these boars and get that boar meat. Yo, that pig, freaking meat lasts like forever. It does some good shit. I mean, that's what I'm working on learning right now. Alright, I'm here. I'm taking a picture now. I didn't learn that until I found some too. Right. It's too bad that they have to like. Well, if you don't have to bring down the server to change the admin password, here's what I would suggest. I can broadcast on Twitch. I mean on YouTube, so it saves my broadcast, and I could broadcast my link to my page, and I could say, you know, start off and I could put in the admin password. Blah blah blah. You could change it after we're all done, but then I could go through and I could admin destroy stuff on stream, so that if anybody says anything, I could be like, yeah, I was admin for 2 hours on Thursday. Go look at my stream. You'll see that I did not close the stream at any point in time, and I stopped admin, and the password was changed before the stream ended. You know, and then boom, there you go. And that's my thing too. And it's like, if that's the case, then that's fine. And you don't want to, you know, please don't shut it down, but let somebody else run it. If that's the case, then I might see if we can transfer ownership. If there's still enough people who are trying to keep it going. You're gonna be on 76? I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I haven't determined that 100% yet. Damn it! I should have brought some bombs. Me neither. I mean, here's the thing. I've played Fallout, and I see that I'm foreseeing issues. Like, if it's not a game that operates like this. Fallout is not a game that operates like this game or Ark at its base core. So I'm just wondering how smoothly all this different shit's gonna go. I sent you the picture of where I'm at. Where were you at? Side Kingdom? I'm right at the big yellow beacon. There's a vault right over there. It's a floating vault. And the thing is everything's demolished so far away around it that I can't even jump to it to like put bombs on the roof. This one won't be that as bad though, or at least the outside wall, because you just hit down that, you know, demolish the bottom floor. Right. With the amount of, oh, give me 1 second. I gotta get a paper towel. With the amount of stuff that you've been doing, you know, I would say just tell them. Just be like, hey, in order to clear some of this stuff, I'm going to change this setting for a limited amount of time. You know, you could post it in the Discord or whatever. I might not even post it in the Discord if it's possible to make the server private without bringing down the server. If you're able to do that, I would say just do that. I would say, hey, I'm going to bring the server down for blah, 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 blah for 30 minutes or an hour. I mean, and you could do that just, you know, when nobody's on. When you're on and you see that nobody's on, you know, whatever, you see one person's on, you be like, hey, how long are you going to be on? I'm about to bring this thing down, da-da-da-da, and do this, this, and this. And you could just, because, I mean, yeah, some of those, like, tunnels or whatever, like all those, like, inside of the ruins, that's what made me think of the damage idea. Because the inside of those ruins, like, yeah, they're up in the fucking, they're down in the foundations, they're up in the ruins, they're embedded in the ruins. There's points where there's only, like, the smallest little bit even poking out. If you made it so bombs did, like, 100k damage in buildings, all had, like, 100 health, you could run in there and even the residual explosions would just, everything would come down. I think. Theoretically. I don't know if this is even something that would, I don't even know if this is a concept or an idea that would even work. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't do it without saying, I would just tell them first. Tell Cody. Bring the idea, just tell him. Alright, I think you gotta, if you, did you like PM, personal message him or whatever? Yeah. I feel like he doesn't have it, so it notifies him. I feel like he doesn't have notifications. I don't even think that. I think he's also, he's young. He's like 20 years old, you know, he's a young kid. I mean, it's not disrespect, but he's young and he's got, you know, shit to do. When I was 20, I did not have the time or patience. Like, yeah, I'd be like, yeah, let me buy a server so I can, you know, have the settings how I want, blah, blah, blah. But as far as, like, all the shit that we're asking him to do, at that age, I would never have done any of that shit either. You know? I'm not, yeah, I was, yeah, not like this, you know, I played some, but not games like these. Yeah, these games are like retirement games. Oh, hold up, I'm running away. You're at that floating vault? Oh, I see you. Okay. I've seen Set once. I think. Jesus, really? You're attacking straight at it. I think move forward a little bit more. Hold up. Can you attack a little bit higher? This shit's insane. Yeah, probably not. That's probably it. But it might still be hitting AoE. You can move forward and attack some of the. Oh yeah, he's not on. On your screen when you're using set. Wow. I mean, since PvP's up, do you want me to just attack you? Wait, why won't my wheel come up? I can't hit start. I can't do anything. It's like when like I'm running around, I'm punching, I'm rolling, I'm watching you attack, but it's not letting me pull up my wheels or hit start or anything. Maybe that's a side effect of the spirit of set has left you. When you get really close. Yeah, I guess when you get close to someone else using it, it does some funky shit. That's cool. Turn what off? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, if you want, I can go look at it with my repair hammer while you're summoning. No, actually, okay. Oh well, there should be some damage to it, but obviously it was off, so no worries. No, that was me. That was me. PvP wasn't on. Or building damage. Oh, well, try and use it on a building. Use it on a wall first, or shit. Let me try this Avatar of Yogg. I don't know what this. I put it on my hotbar. And it's not doing anything. How do you? I don't even know what the fuck this is, dude. Die. It says I can dye it. What the hell? I am. That's right. Yeah, I'm looking it up. Cheat, spawn, craft item. You're right, it says true name of Yogg. Man, let me run away while I'm... Yogg is the one I've seen who does... That's the floating one, right? Who, like, shoots straight down like a squid-looking thing. That's the one I've seen destroy buildings the best. Online. Mitra, I heard, is pretty good. Gotcha. Yeah. I think I'm far enough. Right? Stand under it and summon it there. You're right over it, it looks like. Let me move a little bit closer. I think you're right on top of it, basically. Yeah, it's still there, though. So... With you being invincible, you can just set them all on top of it, yeah. My problem is the amount of effort it took me to climb up there once. Like, I had to climb and climb and climb. This is as far as I really got into the base. They got so much shit. There's another whole base down to the down south of, like... And he was complaining about me building like a little town outside of the obelisk. I'm like, dude, your whole base is like a lagging cancer. Like nobody even goes to that side of the map. I guess, I don't know. You see their sign out there that says fuck all the admins except for Glitch, you're cool. Swear to God, it's right there to your, if you're like the direction you're facing towards the vault where you're standing, go to the right like 100 yards. Right there by those ramps. I got it, right? Yeah, man, I couldn't get up there to see what the vault damage is. I'm pretty sure I saw that number start with a 5. So I'm pretty sure, yes, that's the... Yeah, that did like 7,000 damage. See, like I said, if you could make it so the walls are like paper thin, you could come and put like four bombs in one of these like little buildings right here, and the whole thing would come down. Boom, T3. I think that's a good idea. It just depends on how easy it is to block other people from joining the game, because you can't do it while there's a bunch of people. And you gotta make sure you can change the settings back to what they are. So you take a screenshot of what they are, and then yeah. Me too. Uh-huh. Probably. Yeah, here's the way to do it. You put yourself all your materials for bombs inside your inventory. Yeah, there goes the silent agent guy. After you get all the stuff for bombs in your inventory, you clear every one of your hot bars, and then you equip what you call it as you equip the create bombs, the craft bomb blueprint in one of your slots. So then all you got to do is hit L1 and go to the craft, and every time you craft one, it'll go into your slot. It'll go into one of your open slots. It does. So like do this. Put yourself a bunch of dragon powder, a bunch of tar, and a bunch of jars in your bar. Clear everything off of your hot bar. Go into your menu to the thing where where you craft bombs like as a person, and then put explosive jar, put that on the right side, put that on your hot bar, and then every time you use that, it'll craft a bomb, and every empty spot that you have will fill up with a bomb. You don't even have to go into, I don't ever go into my menu to like when I'm bombing. All I'm doing is just I'll open 4 slots. I'll have 4 open slots. I'll have my weapon, and I'll have my heals, and then I'll have something else, and then the blueprint. And so I'll just craft 4 bombs at a time, place them down, and I'll even craft 2. Like I'll craft 1, place 1, craft 1, and I'll just craft them as I place them. It's super fucking easy, super quick. You just put like 10,000 bombs in your inventory, right? Yeah, but that's still even slower, because now you have to go back in and you have to L1 and put them on your thing. You have God mode on, right? I was about to. It does. Oh wow, so this guy put fucking signs all over. Hold up. He's got a sign that says, "Want my shit? You're getting warmer." That means all of his shit is, yeah, dude. Like, see, I don't have the patience or the bombs to go through and destroy what's more than likely. This is more than likely a big fucking troll. More than likely he got pissed off. Right, more than likely he got pissed off and took all of everything out of everything. And there is no loot. There might be some loot, but it's not going to be anywhere close to the 7,000 bombs it's going to take to level this place. What about the crafting bombs in your inventory? It's a nice little trick. That's cool. Hey, it's a nice little trick though. Right. All you gotta do is put a couple of stacks of, you know, it's even easier. It's even easier on your inventory. You put your, like, you know, 3 stacks of 100 jars and, like, you know, 20 stacks of dragon powder and like 10 stacks of tar, and you that's 300 bombs right there. And you're only taking up, like, you know, 25, 30 inventory slots instead of 300 bombs. Yeah, I got a lot of little tips. What the hell? Repent center, blood is key. Dude, this motherfucker, like, put all kinds of, like, cryptic ass shit all over his fucking base. I'm sure he did. Earthenware jug. Yeah, you're right. And your encumbrance should be a lot better. Yeah, like, and with the craft speed, like, you can basically like put down a bomb and like just go ahead and flip to your thing and craft another one as you after every one you put down. Yeah, I noticed that too. So what I read was that was one of the fastest ways to actually burn down a vault when you have more than one person is, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. What settings? Oh yeah. Yeah, some of the stuff was changed by Sin, some of it was changed by somebody else, which I'm sure was him, basically. I know, it's kind of like disheartening, like, damn, I could have had so much more destroyed if I was, I mean, because it's not like that much faster, but at the same time, it's way much faster. Every 7 bombs you had to go into your inventory. Or 8 bombs, yeah. I'm just gonna keep running around killing the thralls. No, I didn't watch the videos. I just played Ark. When I played Ark, that's how I would efficiently craft an entire base in one farming run. Because like, you know, like 100 stone weighs 10 pounds and 100 wood weighs 10 pounds, and you use 20 wood and 5 stone to make a, you know, wooden wall, and that weighs, you know, a half of a pound, and it's like, so it's like the finished product in Ark, the finished product weighs less than the raw materials, like when you're building walls and shit. So if you just run around and you put like foundations and walls and shit on your hotbar to craft, every time you just run around and every time you knock something down, you just craft, you know, you start crafting with it. And so like, yeah, you can go out and you could fill up your inventory and come back with 3,000 stone and 3,000 wood. Or you could go out and, while you're crafting, you could craft yourself a total of having like 3,000 foundations. You know? And it's like people wouldn't think like that. Somehow he was able to get all of his thralls looking like they're wearing armor, but not having armor on them. It's weird. Yeah, like that guy that was wearing that full Silent Legion that you chased, that was chasing me, that you saw, had gloves on. That was it. I don't either. I don't know. I did it one time. I noticed it one time when I was messing around with one of my thralls' inventories. And I took some shit out of it, and he was still wearing armor, and I was like, well, that's weird. I wonder if he still gets the boost from it. You know, because if it just looks like it, but you're not actually wearing it, that's one thing. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. You can't admin build anything like a platform. See, I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think outside the box. That's how I come up with those things like that. You just think for a second about how shit works. That's a big problem, is I can't find any goddamn useful information half the time, because everything is pertinent to some other point in time or some other system. Sometimes, man, because I bet this game is 30,000 times better when you throw some mods up in this bitch. There's some mods in this, and all those little cool things, that those little bells and whistles that we wish could be done, like all that shit's doable. Yeah, but see, I love consoles because guess what? Every PlayStation 4 game will play on my PlayStation 4 forever. Every PlayStation 4 game ever made will work on my PlayStation 4 forever, and that is, I can't deal with the other shit. It's too much. I got a bad taste from the get-go. Back when I was young, I'm gonna show my age here a little bit. When I bought Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 for the computer, and I brought that shit home, put it in my computer, and it was like basically a big fucking no. It was basically like, nah, by the way, you don't have any of the shit that you need. You know, your video card sucks. You don't have enough RAM. Your CPU, I was like, the fuck? And so I started trying to buy shit, and by the time I finally got it like put together where it would run it pretty decently, it was low end again. I was already low end. It was like some other game came out, and it was something that wasn't even graphic intensive. I think it was Civilization 5 or Civilization 4 or some shit like that. you know, Sid Meier's Civilizations. Yeah. And it was like not enough RAM, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I am done. And from there on, I was just mostly done with PC gaming. What, on PC? You're probably right. I mean, I imagine you can. I imagine there's a Discord, you know, server. It's probably just like this one, but that's way better put together, way better administered, way better run. This was good concept-wise, but guess what? Nothing has been updated since fucking ever. We got kingdom maps with people who've been banned and wiped for a month, who are still on the map as kingdom owners and shit, and you're just like, at what point in time, like, and instead of updating anything, everybody went to Arc because of this fuck stick that we're clearing right now, because they didn't have the balls to ban him 2 weeks ago when they should have, because there's a lot of shit that he's done that's ban worthy anyways that people don't know about. Oh yeah, he did some admin abuse. He did some admin abuse, and for some reason nobody saw that as being an issue. So all right, I'll tell you what happened. So, did you ever hear about the war between Maku Nara and Lost Stoners? Okay, so Lost Stoners was a tribe that came in like 3 or 4 people, and they said that they were bringing a lot of people, but basically they came in and they were kind of bullheadish, and someone, you know, and they just got in a disagreement with someone, and they were like, all right, well, we're gonna invite our people. That they said that they were going to invite all along anyways, but because they kind of came in a flood from a war, on like a declaration of war, people were kind of like a little worried, but like they went from 4 deep to 18 in like a week. And if you go up to the frozen north by the temples, it's been cleared a lot, but there's still like dozens and dozens and dozens of Lost Stoners bases up there. They basically walled off and took over the entire north. Everywhere in like 2 weeks, because they had 20 people working, like 20 people that like got on in a hurry too. So they, you know, eventually they declare war against Yons and Maku Nara, because Maku Nara is big and their leaders is kind of a dickhead anyways. He was kind of a dickhead. Whatever, if you want to play the game that way, that's fine, but like not kind of a dickhead, but like he was a warmonger. Like it would be like, let's say you know, these 2 of these new tribes go to war, and he was allied with one of them. He'd be like, because I'm allied with this one, I'm gonna help them with this. Like, bro, like just mind your own fucking business sometimes. You know, like two small tribes getting into a battle, getting into a little skirmish, just because you're like quote unquote allies, which by the way, you like try to make allies with everybody in the server, so everybody's your ally through some form of something. You know, like, oh, I destroyed these guys, they're my allies, but my allies of these allies, these guys out of, and I'm like, bro, at some point in time, just like mind your fucking business. Like, you don't need to. You don't want to, yeah, like we get it. You're big, you're strong, you got a lot of bombs, you got a big ass strong base, and you're bored. You don't have anything better to do right now. Like, we get it, but fucking like let some regular people have some regular fights that doesn't involve everybody in the server. Like it, but anyways, but I mean, but to be honest, other than that, there really was. I mean, he really didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't really didn't have any issues, you know. He just wanted to butt his head into everybody's war. And anyways, so that's just irrelevant. That's just a little backstory. So Maku Nara and Lost Stoners are warring. There's some server rules pertaining to warring that were extremely unclear, that no one even knew about. Supposedly, at the time, it was you could only raid someone for 20 minutes, and then you had to take an hour break, which is completely bullshit because it takes 20 minutes to get organized and get through a couple of walls anyways. If anything, if there's any sort of limit like that, it should be hour on, 20 minutes off. If anything. Because you're right. Right, and you know what? Thinking of it like this, if you really only have 20 minutes and you're coming into my castle, I'm gonna let you come into my. You know what I'm gonna do during those 20 minutes? I'm gonna fast travel somewhere else, and I'm gonna fast travel up north, and I'm gonna get black ice, steel reinforcements, and insulated wood. And as soon as that 20 minutes is up, I'm gonna put everything back, and you're never gonna get through in 20 minutes. You can't get through my base in 20 minutes, and you can't get through most big bases in 20 minutes. Right. Right. You can at least knock down some walls and make some people, you know, whatever. Hey, so this might actually be an efficient kind of. Oh, there it goes. Look at that tiny bag. I knew that's what was gonna be in it. I knew that. A bunch of salt. I knew that's what was gonna be in it. Yeah. And you know what? And you know what? Markarth is a bunch of dickheads too. Markarth needs to be out too, because you know what? I guarantee you yeah. Because Oh, on another Conan server? Alright, cool. So, fuck them too. Because, you know what? I knew that. Because you know who's the one who's in chat saying their base is open? You know, he sent me a bunch of pictures and said, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Alright, well. I don't know where you're at. Or what are you, under the water? Yeah. What are we standing on top of the vaults right now? Hey, you want to hear a great story? Bombs do half damage underwater. There is, but see, the thing is, as vaults float, you're gonna want those foundations. Oh. Okay. Well, you know how to make them float, right? Carpet. You put a carpet down. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you put all your foundations down. You put one little ass carpet in the middle, and then you put your vault on top of that carpet, and then you could destroy all the foundations. In fact, I was considering making an ultra sky vault that only I can get to and only I can build back up to get to, and leaving one ceiling tile and putting an elevator in a box up there with my what you call it, No, you're good. So I think we should just, yeah. Damn it, man, I can't. That's the thing. I'm so fucking annoyed. Like, I keep inviting people into my tribe, and like they're a bunch of fucking, like, I hear from them once. You know, they play the game one day. I've got like 14 people in my tribe. It's ridiculous. With the rest of these people. So, and see, the thing about Ark is you can't leave Ark. That's the problem. If you leave Ark, you lose all of your shit. Like, there's like your dinosaur. Yeah, not like this. Your dinosaur. The buildings. Your buildings are not your valuables. The dinosaurs are your valuables, and the dinosaurs die so easily. That's exactly what they did. Yeah. The picture that he sent me is not underwater, too. You don't have to. I'm not worried about it. I am 99% sure he's gonna despawn his stuff because he's bitch made like that anyways. And you know what? These pictures that he sent me, I don't need none of this trash, dude. This dumb shit's got, ooh, he's got a vault full of coins. Ooh, he's got some, what are these? What kind of swords are those? Some sort of... hopefully I'm far enough away. Does gods work under the water? Nope. Oh shit. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, if he thinks that if that little message, fuck all admins except for Glitch are cool. Well, guess who's the one who's dealing with all this bullshit that you put up? That no one's gonna come help with because you despawned all your shit, you fucking pussy. Like, that's just he's such a little bitch, and I could tell he was from the get-go. Oh, I never even got into his admin abuse anyways, although it looks like you are stomping through those ceilings. You're getting deeper in the water. Freaking, so as Lost Owners was raiding Maku Nara, Jans gets all salty because he thinks, you know, that they should stop raiding immediately because they're past the 20-minute raid timer that no one even knew about. There was like a brand new rule that just kind of popped out there, and they also had 20 people, so chain of command, PlayStation parties are 8 fucking people, So it takes a minute, and they also said, like, if you die, you can't come back for an hour, and they kept saying that, but they had 20 people, so people weren't dying. They were just running away and healing. And so through all that, so Jan's got all salty, and admin flew over to their base and started bombing their base while flying. Yeah, he gets banned. He gives the admin password to Sin, who proceeds to ban all of Lost Owners. Tell me why Sin was even back in the server to begin with. Like, he should have never been in the server to begin with. Exactly. They all gave him a break and was like, "Oh, you did it because Jan's da da da." No, no. I know for a fact there's no one in my tribe. None of the main people in my tribe, if something happened, they would all be like, he fucked up. You shouldn't have done that. Mm-hmm. Right. So the big thing that everybody, the big advocates behind the non-server wipe was somebody else. Oh, I'm still broadcasting. I might as well take that off.